Staff 1, this is Henry 203.
Henry 203, this is Net Control. Go ahead, sir.
This is Hawthorne Cert, Kenny, King Edward, Nor Edward Young, at Van Ness and El Segundo. No messages for the net with the early check-in.
All right, Kenny, I got your early check-in. If you could check in via the Facebook website and just put a comment in there with the same information, I'd appreciate it, sir. Thank you. Before we start our messages and roll calls, is there any emergency traffic for the net? It's good that there's no emergency traffic for net, so for the net this evening. So I'm going to start out with, I have several announcements to make. And announcement number 1, break. All right, Friday, September 10th, 12 p.m. till 1:30 p.m. There is a Senior Labor Day barbecue, which is really cool. You have to be over 50 years old to attend, and there's a flyer on the Gardena Neighborhood Watch on the Gardena Neighborhood Watch website. Gives you who you have to call, the Senior Bureau, and register. But that sounds like a lot of fun. So it's a Senior Labor Day barbecue, right?
Net Control, could you repeat the first part of that? You are really breaking up bad. This is Staff 3.
Okay, Mary. I'm hearing myself loud and clear through another radio, so you might want to move to a little different location there. Yeah, that's the Senior Labor Day barbecue, Friday, September 10th at 12 p.m. till 1:30 p.m. We will go into the second message, the 20th anniversary commemoration ceremony for the 9/11. So it's a 9/11 ceremony on the September 11th at 9:30 a.m. 9:30 a.m. at the City Hall lawn at the Nakoka Center at the Police Department, 1700 West 162nd Street in Gardena. So that's September 11th, 9:30 a.m. at City Hall. And again, that's on our Neighborhood Watch website. And the second message. Third message is Community Cleanup Day. It's the 21st annual Keep Gardena Beautiful Day. It is Saturday, September 18th. Saturday, September 18th, 8 a.m. till noon. You have to register online to help at the cityofgardena.org/events. cityofgardena.org/events. And I guess they give you a volunteer shirt and everything for helping out. Again, the flyer is on GardenaNeighborhoodWatch.com. The flyer will be at GardenaNeighborhoodWatch.com. End of the third message. Okay, fourth message. So in conjunction with that cleanup day, they are having a community cleanup day. So bring your bulk items for free disposal. That's also September 18th, but this is 8 a.m. till 12 p.m., 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. It will be over at Raleigh Memorial Park on Van Ness Avenue. And you can bring, you get 2 trips maximum a day with single items that can be safely handled by 2 people, furniture, appliances, yard waste, wood waste, electronic waste, television, computers. What you don't bring are items that takes more than 2 people to take care of. You don't bring oil. You don't bring hazardous waste, fluorescent light bulbs, tubes, concrete, dirt, building materials, medical waste, and any commercial waste. So again, that's also September 18th. That's in the morning, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Again, GardenaNeighborhoodWatch.com for the flyer. Here's a repeating thing. They do have the COVID walk-up. The walk-up COVID-19 testing. They're partnered, the City of Gardena is partnering with COVID Clinic to provide the public with a no-cost testing for insured or uninsured, and it's at a walk-up kiosk at Raleigh Park. You do have to call, and you have to register to go there, and they give you your results in 24 to 72 hours. But in the flyer is on GardenaNeighborhoodWatch.com. That's the end of those messages, and I do have one more break. The last message is, it is the holiday next week, so we're not having a net. We will not be having a net on the next following Monday, so no net for Gardena DCS. I hope everybody will be out with their families and getting some fresh air and stuff like that. So no net next week. I repeat, no Gardena DCS net next week. And that is the end of my messages. I'm sure someone will come up with something else as the net unfolds. Okay, I'm now going to start with our roll call. And, I should have mentioned that in the text, we are doing a simulcast on Facebook at the Gardena Disaster Communications Services Facebook page. I sent everybody the links in the email and in text, so you're encouraged to check in the net here and then maybe do a second check-in in the comments section. So that would be kind of cool, but you can see your call sign come up for most of you, and you can hear how your radio sounds, and so that's always interesting for people to do. And you can leave comments. So, okay, that's finally the last of my messages tonight. Now we're going to start roll call. When your station is called, please respond back with your Gardena DCS call sign, your first name, and approximate location. Starting with the Los Angeles County DCS at the Lomita Sheriff Station. One more time, Firefighter Dixon or Firefighter Hoffman from LA County. Okay, moving down to the City of Gardena leadership. Gardena Mayor Serta, are you there tonight, ma'am? Councilman Kaskanian. Councilman Tanaka did do a early check-in via the Facebook page. I thank Councilman Tanaka for doing that, so that seems to be working. I also see that Serta 09 Barbara just checked in. So let's move on down. So let's go to Councilwoman Francis. The repeater decided to make its identification, so nothing came through. Gardena Village Baptist Church, are you there tonight? Village Mobile Home Park, Barbara. Village Mobile Home Park, Elaine. Okay, this is Staff 1 Stuart acting as your net control operator tonight. Staff 3, Mary.
This is Staff 3, Mary Adam Robert Young, approximate location 145th and Gramercy, and I just have one message.
All right, Mary, please come forward with your message.
I don't know if it was my phone or your phone, but the whole first part of your message and messages was just totally garbled, and the phone came off and on, so I don't know if it's my phone or your phone. But I also wanted to remind Travis that tomorrow he's on for the midnight call.
Okay, ma'am. Message taken. I do have another radio in the other part of the location, and I was hearing myself perfectly clear, so I'm kind of thinking, sometimes at a certain spot in your house, it gets a little garbled, so if you remember the really cool sweet spot, that's where you should probably go, ma'am.
All right. I just wondered if anybody else was having the same problem. This is Staff 3 out.
Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I sometimes slur my speech quite a bit, so it could also be that. Okay, Staff 4 Dewey did an early check-in. They also checked in through the Facebook page. So Ray 222 and Staff 4 Dewey, they did do their early check-ins. Let's move on down to George 214 Bill. George 215 Flo. George 216 Deb. George 217, any members of the Kaskanian family? George 218 Travis.
This is George 218 Travis. I am at approximately at 166 and Western, and I have no news for the net.
All righty, sir. Always good to talk to you, sir. Let's move on down to, George 222 Ray did the early check-in. So George 223, George 224, Barry and Diane.
223 and George 224, Diane, David, Ida, Adam, Nora, Edwards. Approximate location 149th and Gramercy, and no messages for the net.
Alrighty, thank you, Diane. Always good to hear your voice. Say hi to Barry. George 226, Bianca or James. George 236, Wendy or Nick.
George 236, Wendy and Nick, approximately 152 in Perch. Nothing to report.
Thank you, Nick. Say hi to Wendy for us. And you guys be safe and take care of yourself. Let's move on down to the CERT teams. We have Gardena CERT 01, Jose. Gardena CERT 02, Cindy.
This is Gardena CERT 02, Cindy, Charles, Ida, Noah, David Young. Approximate location is Western Caddington. Let's see. I do have a couple messages for the net.
All right, ma'am. Please come forward with your messages.
These are two community outreaches that we will be doing in September. On September 18th, we're going to have a booth at Moscow Park. And September 25th, we will have a CERT car parade to District 3. End of messages.
Cindy, what's the event at Moscow Park?
That's Keep Gardena Beautiful. So we're going to have just one booth, no utilities. Just more of a talking to all the residents who are coming out to Keep Gardena Beautiful.
All right, Cindy. That sounds like a good thing to do. So thank you for checking in tonight, Cindy. Gardena CERT 04, Miss Virginia.
This is Gardena CERT 04, Virginia. Victor, Ida, Robert, George, Ida, Nora, Ida, Adam. Approximate location 168 in Berendo, and no message for the net.
All right, Virginia. Good to hear your voice, ma'am. Gardena CERT 06, Gary.
This is Gardena CERT 06. Approximate location, Artesia and Normandy. No messages for tonight's net. Thank you.
Oh, it looks like you guys are off the hook because next week there's no net for the holidays. So I guess there will be no CERT no CERT next week.
Okay, copy that. Thank you.
All right, Gary was having one of those senior moments. I just couldn't get that out very good. Let's move on down to CERT 09, Barbara. Barbara is out of range and she checked in via the Facebook site, so I will mark her down. Gardena CERT 012, Michael. Gardena CERT 012, Michael.
This is Gardena CERT 012, Michael, Mary, Ida, King Edward. Approximate location, Pacific Coast Highway at Norborn, and I have nothing for the net tonight.
Michael, you were sent a voicemail message today and a email message regarding the Village Mobile Home Park. Did you get that?
Yes, I did. I have talked to her, and I will be meeting with her tomorrow about 9 in the morning.
All righty, Michael. That's I think that's good news. So thank you for checking in to the net tonight, Michael. Appreciate you being there. Gardena CERT 014, Richard.
Gardena CERT 014, Richard. Approximate location is 223rd and Avalon, and I have no message.
All right, Richard. Good to hear your voice, sir. A CERT 01, Adam CERT 01, Megan. Hawthorne Sir Henry 201. Dennis sent me a email today. Luckily he's at the baseball game tonight, so he would not be able to check in. But thank you, Dennis, for having done an early check-in. We appreciated that. Hawthorne Sir Henry 202, Jim.
This is Hawthorne Sir Jim, John Ida Mary. Approximate location is 135th Street and the 405 freeway in Hawthorne. No messages for the net.
All right, Jim, I went in the software and I pumped up the volume on the 2 points. Is it any different?
Negative. Where I'm at home, it's still pretty low, and then I get blown out when other people check in, so not quite sure. And then regarding what Barry had said, to add even more confusion to it, I heard you loud and clear on all the net messages at the beginning of the net.
Right, well, I'm kind of have a real good idea on who may have problems, and when they have problems, as I said, I'm monitoring on another system, and I'm hearing myself loud and clear, so I generally know that you guys are having a problem from where your locations are. So, okay, thank you very much, Jim. Hawthorne Sir Henry 203, Kenny, did an early check-in. I'll mark him down, but Kenny, if you're still there, you want to check in, you can do so again. Okay, Hawthorne Sir Henry 221, Sonia. Hawthorne Henry 556, Dennis. LA County Tom 109, Michael. Okay, I have gone through the list. Do we have later missed check-ins? All right, one more time. Any late or missed check-ins, please come now. None. I'm going to be closing the net. I want to thank everyone for their participation in tonight's Emergency Communications Team Net. Again, this net is being broadcast on Facebook Live, and for those of you that may be monitoring the Facebook and who are not members, if you have any questions about Gardena DCS, please put it in the comments section. We'll try to get those questions answered for you. So, thank you everybody for your participation in tonight's net. This is Gardena Staff 1. The name is Stuart, Sam Tom Union, Adam Robert Tom. I've been your net control operator for this evening. Monday, August 30th, 2021. And again, there is no net next week because of the Labor Day holiday. So, no net next week. So, you'll hear from me in 2 weeks and hopefully not sooner. But we don't need any real emergencies out there. So, okay. Everybody take care of yourself, and in maybe an hour or something like that, this will be up on the Facebook as a recording. I'll edit out for time and stuff like that, and you can listen to the recording and see how you sound, and if you have, and review the messages. So good night, everybody. This is Gardena DCS Staff 1, your net control for the evening. We are clear.